If we are God's people. I don't know if any of you listened to the 8 o'clock service broadcast across the local BBC radio stations on Sunday, March the 29th. The Methodist minister gave a talk and mentioned an old poster with the words, "If you were arrested for being a Christian, would there be enough evidence to convict you?" Now, I don't know of that poster, but the words really made me think. Maybe it's something for us all to reflect on in the next day or so. I don't want to repeat the minister's talk, but there were a few things that stood out for me. He talked of us being God's people. I'm taking this from 1 Peter 2, verses 9 and 10. "But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's own people, that you may declare the wonderful deeds of him who called you out of darkness into his marvellous light. Once you were no people, but now you are God's people. Once you had received no mercy, but now you have received mercy." The next part of the chapter is then entitled "Live as Servants of God." So being chosen, royal and holy doesn't make us special or above others. We are, the verse tells us, to declare the wonderful deeds of God now we are his chosen people. We are only in this wonderful position because God loved us so much that he sent his son to die for us. We have done nothing exceptional to be chosen, apart from the fact that we have realised that we need God's mercy and his grace, and to come humbly before him. We are called to be servants of the servant king, and this is where I wish I had a better voice and could sing some of the servant king to you, but please listen to it online. Thank God for his love and think about what it could mean to be a servant of the servant king. So think, are those with whom we come into contact changed in some way by that moment of contact? Do they see or hear something of God? Are we people who make other people smile? Are we God's gift of his grace for those we meet? All over the UK and probably all over the world, church is continuing in a different way at the moment, and there are so many kind deeds happening. Will we be different, or will we be church in a new way after all the physical isolation is over? Or will we just think, phew, we got through it, and go back to how it was? The Archbishop of York Designate, the Right Reverend Stephen Cottrell, said in an interview in the last week that we have a real chance of being church in a new way. Servants of a servant king on every day of the week, not just a Sunday. Looking out for our neighbour, the ill, the isolated, the people in need of Jesus' love. While we have this time, let's think and pray. Let's ask God to show each one of us what he wants us to do, both now and in the future, and where and how he wants to take both our congregations, so that if we were to be arrested for being a Christian, there would be lots of evidence to convict us. Amen.